Hello and welcome back to another Unity tutorial on this channel. Today I'm going to show you how you can create an easy plant growing system within Unity. So let's not waste any time and dive right into it. My current scene is pretty basic. I got a plane which is called water, which is basically just a blue material, and a rock from Kenny's. Link to these free assets is in the video description. And that's it. So let's start by creating a new folder called scripts. And in here I'm going to create a new scriptable object. I'm calling that plant.so. So for the plant scriptable object we want to have a name and a list of prefabs. So with this variable we can easily name a plant, and in this variable all prefabs that we want to spawn, that are basically the visuals of the plant, can be saved here. Because this is a very basic tutorial, this list needs to be sorted. We do not sort it automatically. Also, I recommend to create a property for the plant prefabs so that we can easily get the count for that. I call that max stage, which basically just returns the player prefabs count. And then we need a function which returns the plant prefab of the required stage. Then we need to do a little calculation. If this stage is bigger or equal than the max stage, then we need to return null. And else we just return the found game object. Also have in mind that these are just public because this is a scriptable object. For other classes, we want to set this to private and use the serialize field. So back in the Unity editor, we want to click right and create, and in this new menu, we have the plant.so. I just call this corn plant. So this is corn, and we have 4 prefabs. So we got a list of 4 right here, and as I said, I'm using Kenny's awesome objects. So we have here 4 awesome crops for stage A, or stage 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now we want to create a new game object, and we call that plant object. This is very general, you can name it corn object for your purposes, and want to set it on the island. In here we add a new script called plant object, and here we want to delete everything and start with a new serialize field, private, and we call that plant. So the cool thing in here is that we now have access to every value from our plant.so. Just for testing purposes, let's spawn all of our prefabs. Therefore, I'm iterating through all values from 0 to the max stage of the plant, and then just easily instantiate the plant that I get on every stage. Now we can head back to the Unity editor, and we want to insert the corn plant scriptable object we just created into our plant object script. And now we can have a look if this is working. And as you see now on the left side in the hierarchy, you see all 4 stages, and we can easily move them around so that we can have a clear look on what's going on. And yeah, you see the game view, these are 4 plants. So now we have 2 ways to proceed. The first way is that every plant object calculates the time independently. This might be an option for some special plants, but then there's the second method, to have a centralized time manager where every plant can be registered at the start, and then all plants can be updated together. And I think this is a pretty good practice, so I'll go by method 2. So for that, I'm just creating a new object, calling it time manager. And in here, I just have a private list of plant objects, and I just call it plant objects. And then I have a public method, and I call that register plant, where each plant object can add themselves. So because this needs to be initialized first, we need to add this plant object in the start method, not in the awake method. And also because we want to access this in all parts of code, I just create a single pattern. Now we can access the time manager and can register our plant. So now we need to have a look on our plant.so, because for now we do not know anything about the time that the crop needs to grow. So let's create another variable calling it crop time, and maybe some kind of reward for the plant, and I just call it crop reward. So now we need to save two things. We need to save the current stage and the current time from the crop. So now we have a public method and we just call it checkPlant. In here we have the delta time. We add the delta time to the current time and then we check if the current time is bigger than the plant's crop time. If so, then we want to reset the timer. We want to increase our stage by 1 and then we want to destroy our old plant and create a new one. So for that we might also want to save the old one, which I just call current plant, and I want to destroy this one and reset it by instantiating a new plant, which basically is getting the prefab from our plant. And if the current stage is equal than the plant's max stage, then we want to unregister our plant. So we need a method for that. And there we go. So now the most important part is missing. We need an update function right here. And this update function iterates through the list, which is basically our plant objects list. And then we do nothing except for checking the plant. Also, we want to debug the amount we are getting, and I think a proper amount is the plant.crop reward multiplied by the current stage. We also want to start by instantiating the first stage. So the current stage is 0, so I think this is good. So let's head back to the Unity editor, and for the crop time I just choose 2 seconds and the crop reward is 10. There's one crop, then another crop, the third crop and the last crop, and now we gotta... So this is working, but this is not the best practice because we're here unregistering our plant within for loop. So you might want to add some kind of garbage collection, so we want to do it after the loop. So we want to create another function with a bool operator called as max level. And then we're just returning this check if the current stage is equal to the max stage. So we can remove it here, and in our time manager we can easily do some kind of link, which is plant objects dot remove all, and here we easily can say x has max level. Now you see the error is gone and we have a pretty cool plant object with the current stage visualized as an object. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below or comment what you want to see next as a tutorial for Unity, and we see us in the next video. Bye.